When I talk about cleaning the surfaces of your home, one of the surfaces I don't often refer to, walls, because those seem like things that you do every once in a while, but not something that needs a regular focus. So in this video, we're gonna cover that once in a while cleaning. Before you start cleaning your walls, you wanna know about the kind of paint that you have and if it can tolerate cleaning. You'll often hear me say, make sure that you test it in a hidden area first. And this is a perfect example of that, because if you start cleaning one of those surfaces with a solution that we talk about here, it could leave a mark that you actually can't get off your wall. And that would be because the type of paint that you have on the wall couldn't handle the type of cleaning. And keep in mind that there are 4 different types of paint that you might have at home: a matte, an eggshell, a semi-gloss, or a gloss. Typically in wetter or dirtier parts of your home, like kitchens and bathrooms, you'll see a semi-gloss or a gloss, which are easier to clean and wipe away, whereas eggshell and matte will obviously show more cleaning stains, if you will. So you've got to be really mindful about the way that you tackle your cleaning of your walls. The general wall cleaning that you'll do is just spot cleaning. That's what pops up the most. And what you'll see most likely are fingerprints and scuff marks. These are pretty straightforward and easy to clean. You can use a very simple solution of all-purpose cleaner. We want to keep it nice and simple. When I say all-purpose cleaner, you can check out a recipe down below. And if you notice anything particularly greasy, you can apply a little bit of cornstarch to the area where, let's say, there's a greasy fingerprint. Let the cornstarch sit for a period of time, gently scrape it off with a dull edge, and then clean the surface with a bit of all-purpose cleaner. That's a great, easy way the cornstarch absorbs the oil and gets it off the surface for you. Now for scuff marks, these happen when things get whipped around the room or shoes get kicked off. Scuff marks are generally pretty easy to clean. And the way that you can approach it is, like I said earlier, with all-purpose solution on a microfiber cloth and sprinkling a little bit of baking soda on there. Then you can just gently start to remove it with your finger. When we think about cleaning a full wall, there are a few cases where this would make sense. If you're moving into a new home or if you're about to paint a wall, you would want to prep it by cleaning it first. While they don't generally get too dusty or dirty, when you're doing something like painting, you really want to make sure it's a 100% smooth and clean surface. The way to clean your wall at first would be to use a dry microfiber mop and use the W pattern going up and down, working your way from left to right around the wall. You want to remove any dry dust first, and then you can wet treat the wall afterward. What you would want to do is mix up a solution of a gallon of water. Then you would want to use about a tablespoon of dish soap and about a cup of white vinegar. So what you'll do next is you'll wet your mop pad and you're gonna work section by section using that same W pattern. What I would recommend is to make sure that your mop pad is really well wrung out. Too much moisture on drywall is going to be problematic. And then I would also recommend finishing it up with a dry microfiber pad or towel just to remove any of that excess moisture. Then you can move on to the next section and work your way around the room. The bathroom does present a few unique wall cleaning opportunities. So the first one, let's just cover it, it's by the toilet. If you notice that there are splatters, and the way that you would know this is by sort of angling yourself, not looking straight on at the wall, but kind of angling the way you look, and you'll start to see any of those drip marks. That will tell you exactly where you need to clean. The best way to deal with urine splatters is to use an enzyme cleaner. You basically spray it onto the surface. I would also do the base in the area around the toilet as well as the baseboards. Let it sit, and then you can wipe it away. This will really help to reduce not only those marks, but also any odors associated with it. The kitchen is another area that you'll want to pay attention to the walls in on a regular basis. That's because you're dealing with a lot of grease and a lot of splatters. So if you're in an area that's close to your cooktop, you might notice that there are some greasy splatters or marks that you need to deal with. You can use that cornstarch trick. Another thing you can try is the enzyme cleaner. Again, you just want to make sure that the paint can handle it, so test in a hidden area first. And when you're going about your day cleaning up your kitchen after a meal, just do a quick visual inspection on the wall and wipe up any of those stains. Just like with clothing, the longer a stain or a mark sits on the wall, the more likely it is to set in, and the more likely you'll have to do some repair work. So the quicker you can handle it, the better. And I'd love to know in the comments down below, when it comes to picking paint, are you someone that likes to go for neutrals, like this wall behind me? Or are you someone that likes to go for something more bold, like maybe a wallpaper or a bright color? Like, I mean, it's not a bright color, but it is a bold choice. And we went for a lot of color in this house, aside from this room. So let me know your paint thoughts in the comments down below. Now, if you want to learn about how to clean floors in a rather comprehensive manner, you can check out this video right over here. And you can learn more about the maker's mop I was using in this video by clicking those links right down there. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.